Wow, good morning guys. I have no idea what day of the week it is, but it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. It's already 36 degrees at 55% humidity. And like, I just got dressed to put clothes on to go to shore, and I have so much sweat just dripping off me. It's burning up my eyes. This shirt that I just put on is completely soaked through with sweat, and I've been wearing it for 2 minutes. I just want to go to shore to visit some boat friends. So the whole reason that I'm going to shore is that I made friends with an older cruising couple in the boatyard. I talked about them before. Oh Lord, it's so hot. And they have a big, huge catamaran on the Hard that they're doing like repairs on. And one of the things they're also doing is updating all of their solar panels on the top deck, and they're throwing out the old ones. I have a damaged solar panel actually right here on the starboard like mid-rail, because when I'm sailing in rough conditions, rail in the water, that one solar panel there takes such a washing and a beating from the waves that a while ago on the sail to Barbados it got broken free and bent, and the bend put a crack through it, and it's not putting out any energy, and hasn't been for like a year and a half or almost 2 years now. So I've needed to replace it, but I can't afford to replace it because everything is ridiculously expensive down here. So my sailor friends that are giving away free solar panels, and free is a sailor's favorite price. They're not new, and they are the solid glass type. But can't go wrong with free, so I'm going to go visit them and then see about picking up the panels, and then we're going to make some electrical modifications to Wildchild. Another problem that I've been having is refrigeration. I can't keep my fridge and freezer cool enough in this excruciating, unbearable tropical heat. I have 2 reasonably new batteries, but they're like the cheapest kind of batteries that you can get. But they're type 32, just lead acid, deep cycle marine batteries that run my refrigeration system. They're dead now. Like, they're 6 months old and they don't even keep up through the night. So I have to turn off my fridge and freezer every night, and I'm essentially only running them on solar energy during the day when the panels have energy to collect. It's very frustrating because everything down here is so ridiculously expensive, and I have so little money, and I pay top dollar for cheap crap, and it doesn't even last 6 months. Now I understand like the load on the refrigeration batteries is enormous because those compressors got to run 24/7 in this brutal heat, but like, and I understand that maybe the cheapest possible lead acid batteries I could find may not have been the best choice, but it was what I could afford. Now I'm in a situation where I have to get better quality batteries for more money, having wasted the money on these 2 batteries, and it's a bad position for me to be in. It is extremely frustrating. I am dripping in sweat. This is brutal. Okay guys, do I ever have an unfun, not boring story to tell you? I came to shore and I went into the Spice Island boatyard behind me and I got heat stroke. So I went to go visit my friends in the boatyard, and it's really hot in Grenada all the time, and as you guys know, I am just not designed for the heat. As I was walking in the very hot boatyard after the very hot dinghy ride, I didn't realize I was getting tunnel vision, and my brain was beginning to boil and shut down. And by the time I arrived at my friend's boat, which I don't remember arriving, they said, "Lexi, are you okay?" And I said, "Hot." And apparently I went to go sit under the shade of their boat, and I passed out, and I don't really remember what happened for like half an hour. It took over half an hour for me to recover, so there was a bunch of people around me. They kind of took care of me. They put wet cold cloths on my neck and on my face and arms and legs, and eventually one of them had a car that they brought and turned on the air conditioning, and they sat me in the car for probably 10 or 15 minutes with the AC blaring before I was able to sort of mentally recover enough to understand where I was or what was going on. I'm not kidding when I say that it's hot down here. I am really, really, really not designed for tropical heat. So, one of the original reasons that I came to shore was to visit friends. Got heat stroke, and that didn't go terribly well. But another one is I'm having a battery problem, so I went to the Budget Marine here in Grenada, and I've asked them if they would be willing to load test my refrigeration batteries, because they're 6 months old and they're already failing. They're the cheaper lead acid kind. And I looked, they do have a good supply of AGM batteries. I could step up to AGMs, which would be better, but they're 1,300 EC per battery. So that's 2,600 EC or 1,300 Canadian dollars for 2 batteries. They were very kind in that they did agree that they would, if I brought in the batteries that I have, they would charge them overnight and then run them through the tester and load test them, because maybe they just need equalizing, or they'll find out if there's something wrong with the batteries. So the Budget Marine here in Grenada has been very kind to me about helping me with the battery problem, and they don't owe me anything, so that's sort of nice of them.